there's something you're expected to obey. Street signs flashing in your neighborhood, stoplights at an intersection, the teacher at your school, even the referee in your soccer game. But if you stop and think about it, you may ask yourself, what's really the big deal about obedience? Do I always have to obey? Hello, and welcome to my ongoing report focusing on the weeks after the death and resurrection of Jesus. In today's segment, we're going to take a look at an incredible story that shows what can happen when a person chooses to obey. The story begins in the book of John, chapter 21, where we find Jesus and 7 of his disciples on the shore of the Sea of Galilee. It was early in the morning. Now, many things had happened to the disciples in recent days. Their Lord and Master, Jesus, had been arrested, killed, and buried in a tomb. But 3 days later, Jesus rose from the grave. Jesus was now alive. And on this morning, Jesus was with his disciples sharing a breakfast that he had made for them. Well, after they had finished eating breakfast, Jesus asked one of his disciples named Peter if he loved him. Peter was probably surprised and a little confused by this question, but Peter answered him.
"Yes, Lord, you know I love you."
Jesus then told Peter to take care of his sheep. But the conversation wasn't over. Jesus asked Peter the same question again. And Peter answered the question a second time, just like he had the first time. And once again, Jesus told Peter to take care of his sheep. That was twice now that the question had been asked and answered. But then Jesus asked Peter the same question a third time. That's 3 times that Jesus asked Peter if he loved him. And so Peter answered him.
"Lord, you know everything. You know that I love you."
And Jesus answered him the same as before. He commanded Peter to take care of his sheep. Now, it's important to know that Jesus wasn't telling Peter to take care of a flock of sheep that Jesus owned. No, Jesus was telling Peter to take care of the people who followed him. It would be Peter's job to lead them, to teach them, and to continue spreading the word about Jesus to others. And we know from the rest of the Bible that Peter obeyed Jesus. He worked hard to spread the message everywhere he went. He spoke to thousands of people, and he even helped start the church so that the church could carry the message to millions and millions of other people. Peter chose to obey Jesus that day on the shore. And as a result, amazing things happened. This story shows us something very important about obedience. It shows us that when we choose to obey, great things can happen. Jesus commands us to love God and to love other people. He commands us to share what we have and to take care of and serve those in need. He also commands us to follow Him daily. Choosing to do what God commands us to do is being obedient. Obeying the traffic signals, obeying your teachers at school, and obeying the referee in your soccer game are all ways that you can show God you know how to obey. And when you obey them, you are obeying Him. So, if you ever wonder if it's really important for you to obey, remember that Peter obeyed Jesus and changed the lives of millions of people. If we choose to obey Jesus, then great things can happen through us as well.
Get ready.
Jesus came to save us. We know there's power in His name. We owe it all to Him who loved us. We owe it all to Him who came. So jump up, hands in this spot. We win.
You're watching